Yep. So what Lauren's doing here is a classic shooting technique drill, working on keeping the shooting arm close to the body and not flaring her elbow out to the side. So pretty much the general gist of this drill is just to take 3 steps back from under the ring and then just shoot with one hand. And as you get more and more confident, you take steps back and you can swap hands and go around the other sides. For the first retention test, we're going to just be throwing the ball to a random location, and I'll call out if I want Lauren to take a jump shot from a set location or just do a layup to the ring. So get onto that now. Just shot from over the side here. Right hand layup again. And a free throw shot. So for the second retention test, we're just doing as many free throws that can be made in a minute. So we'll start in now. Got 40 seconds. Alright, so our takeaway from this program so far has been the most effective form of practice we found was distributed, but our participant, which was Lauren, she only could really do one a week until like second to last week in the program, where we started doing 2 sessions a week. At the very start we used a lot of knowledge of performance and knowledge of results feedback, so I was giving her lots of feedback, and then into like the 3rd, 4th week she started to just kind of pick up on errors on her own, so that was really good. One of the main things I also saw throughout the program was just maybe a lack of strength in the upper limbs. Just so closer in her technique was almost perfect, but further out she struggled with her technique and just automatically just adjusted it to try and make the distance, like by just pushing her elbow out a little bit more or something like that. So that's something she'd have to work on in more long term. What I learned for future coaching was I'd have to give, I think, a few more demonstrations and not get hit by basketballs flying from overhead. And for our retention tests, and even the post tests a bit, the performance may not have improved as much as we would have liked, but there was other things we had to take into account, like there was lots of environmental factors. Like on the day of our post test, it was really windy, like the wind speed was just blowing the ball all over the place, so it was hard to get a long range shot in, even if you were going to get one in at all.
Okay, so as a learner, my overall experience was a pretty good one. The first few weeks of the training program, we had a whole practice approach, so that involved about one session a week for about 60 to 90 minutes. So I found that a bit difficult in terms of retaining all the information and the skills with the drills we were doing. It wasn't until about the last 2 or 3 weeks that we started to change to a distributed practice. That was just due to availability and time constraints and stuff like that. So that was kind of a good thing that happened in the end, so that worked out well for us. In regards to specific drills that I found helped me in particular, the form shooting drill, which just involved the one about 3 steps back from the ring and shooting with that. I found that really helped me because I had a few problems with flaring my elbow out, so I found that really helped me to correct that error in my skill performance, and that helped me to keep it upright. I managed to keep that in mind when I was performing in the practice. But just in regards to technique, I found that it was easy to correct from close range, but as we got further away, it was a bit harder. So the other drill I found that was pretty effective was one which we also used in the retention test, which just involved me shooting from the free throw line and getting as many shots I could in a minute. I think that if we were to test that at the start of the training program, I wouldn't be able to perform as effectively as I did. So I felt like I got pretty far, and I'm pretty happy with where I've come in terms of technique. With our post-test results, we weren't getting sort of that improvement in performance per se as much as we hoped for, but I think with a bit more practice and a little bit more time, that definitely improved, seeing as though my technique did. So overall, it was a good experience, and we've also learnt a few things along with it as well.